Okay, so we are beginning our online international education fair and the webinar is about to start. I can see we have about 100 students. I want to thank you for joining us today. I hope this is going to be a useful information when you're going to be attending. Till the end of the webinar, you will be able to learn about the scholarships, application fee waivers, the COVID-19 updates, and many more. So watch till the end and ask any question that you have. I hope it's going to be worth. Thanks.
Okay, so thanks very much for joining and for sticking around. I know we're late in the evening for you, so we do appreciate you joining us. So welcome to California State University, East Bay. I just wanted to quickly go over the COVID impacts in the Bay Area. The San Francisco Bay Area was the first community in the US to order a shelter in place, and that was just over a month ago now. So we have been working from home for the past month. And this is data of the COVID cases in our area as of a couple of days ago. So in California, we've had over 26,000 cases, drilling down to the Bay Area, almost 6,000 cases. And in Alameda County, where Hayward is, we had 965 cases with 36 deaths. But public transportation is still running with buses and trains operating with reduced hours and about 10% of normal ridership. So what that means for our campus is that we are continuing to deliver all of our classes online, including final exams for spring 2020, and the summer term will also be offered only online as well. All of our international program staffs have been working remotely and are available to assist you if you have any questions. And our on-campus housing and dining has stayed open for our international students and others who were unable to leave. So they're still servicing those students. And also our health center is still open. So the San Francisco Bay Area is really an ideal location to live and to study. We are located in the city of Hayward, which is between San Jose and San Francisco. It's only 30 to 40 minutes drive either way to the city or to Silicon Valley. We have mild weather year-round. It never snows here. It is very rarely very hot. It's very pleasant temperatures all year round. And our campus, as you see on the bottom, is overlooking San Francisco Bay. So why choose Cal State East Bay? We have nationally accredited and recognized programs. We've been ranked best in the West and a best business school by Princeton Review. We're also a Forbes Best Value School and a PayScale Best Value College. You can see our average annual salary for graduates is $74,000. We're also listed as a 2019 Best School for Computer Science Majors by Salary Potential. So we were 88 out of 607. We've also been recognized regularly for the diversity of our student body. We are nationally accredited, regionally accredited by the Western Association of Schools and Colleges, and we also have the AACSB accreditation for our College of Business. So the main reason for choosing Cal State East Bay, we think, is that we're the perfect location for getting internships and practical training. So our commitment to experiential education makes it possible for matriculated students to combine studies with on-the-job experience. And the Bay Area not only is the center of technology with all of the major tech companies within 25 miles of our school, but also a center for biotech, construction, finance, healthcare, import, export, transportation, etc. And just a quick summary of our OPT placements for 2018-2019, we had 44 countries of students represented and 63 different academic programs, but Indian students represented 68% of our applications for OPT. We know that our Indian students are really eager to get this experience, and we're able to help them facilitate that. So we had 521 students on post-completion OPT this past year and 298 on OPT STEM extensions. And here is a snapshot of some of the placements that our students had. from major tech companies like Facebook, Oracle, Salesforce, Amazon, Uber, Cisco, Logitech, etc., as well as some of the major accounting firms, PricewaterhouseCoopers and Ernst & Young, which are great placements for accounting majors or for some of our business analytics programs. And you can see there's also a large banking center here in the Bay Area. So it's a lot of wonderful opportunities. Our international profile is, we have students from over 60 countries, but India is our top represented country with over 300 students from India each year. And we're a great diverse school, not only among our international students, but also among the domestic US population, so that we don't have a majority population within our student body. So we have African Americans, Asian Americans, Hispanic students, white students, people from multiple races, and then international students are representing 8% of our student body, which is one of the largest percentage in the CSU system. These are our most popular graduate programs, business administration, and then a lot of our STEM programs, including business analytics, biological science, computer science. Construction management is also a STEM program, as well as engineering management and statistics. And then we also have economics, healthcare administration, public administration, accountancy, and 20 other programs as well, which are not listed here. But just to give you the screenshot for our Indian students this past year, the two most popular programs are computer science and business analytics. And then our two engineering programs come next with the engineering management and construction management. The MBA program is still popular as well. And there's also healthcare administration. Statistics is also increasingly popular, especially the data science option. And this multimedia is a STEM field, which is growing in popularity. And I think that program will be growing as well. So our graduate requirements are a TOEFL of 79 or an IELTS of 6.5. And we've just decided to accept Duolingo as well for fall 2020 admissions. That will be a 120 as the minimum requirement. The only graduate program which has a higher English requirement is MS in economics. TOEFL isn't necessary for graduates if universities or courses are taught in English. So if you have an undergraduate degree from the US, UK, Australia, or Canada, for example, you would be eligible for a waiver, and there's a website that has more details on that. The baseline for admission to the university is a 2.5 GPA from your baccalaureate degree. Typically, we require a 4-year undergraduate degree, but there are some programs that do accept 3-year degrees, including the MBA program and the Master's in Business Analytics. The computer science program does not accept a 3-year degree. Also, each graduate department sets their own standards for admission, which may be additional requirements on top of these basic ones listed for admission to the university. And I'm just going to go through some of our most popular programs to highlight those additional requirements. So within the Masters of Computer Science, you can choose either computer science or computer networks as a concentration. We do require a GRE, and the scores are a bit competitive. So typically, if the score is below 50th percentile on the quantitative section, they would automatically be rejected. Most students who are admitted will score 60% or higher on the quantitative and 20% or higher on the verbal. We understand that because of the COVID situation, some people may not have GRE scores. The computer science department is not going to totally waive them, but they are willing this year to view applicants that either have a low score or no score, although they're still going to be giving priority to those that do have the GRE scores that they're looking for. Also, when applying to this program, it's important to have a strong background in computer science. and there are a number of prerequisites that are required. They're listed on the computer science department website, which is listed here. I know sometimes students with a background in sort of related fields like electrical engineering might be missing a number of the prerequisites. So it's really important to check the prerequisites to see how many you may need. If you're just missing one or two, you might be admitted conditionally and be able to take some of those classes at our school. But if you're missing 4 or more, you're going to be denied as lacking prerequisites. Also, the grade point average for your undergraduate program needs to be at least 2.75 in all undergraduate work, with 3.0 in the computer science core and mathematics courses. For our business analytics program, the undergraduate degree requirement is a 2.5 GPA, and there are also some prerequisite courses for this program. They're listed on the screen here, so that includes intermediate algebra, statistics, object-oriented programming, and then there are 2 business analytics prerequisite courses. Those may be taken on our campus. We also require GRE and GMAT. For those that do not have a GRE or GMAT test, we also offer a pre-business analytics program, which is a 1-semester program that has GMAT prep, and it is available through our American language program, and I'll be happy to send you information about that if anyone is interested. The scores required for this program is actually very similar to the computer science, so the 60% for quantitative and 20% for verbal. We have 2 engineering programs, engineering management and construction management. For both of them, they're going to require a 2.5 GPA. And there are also some prerequisite requirements for the engineering management program. I refer you to the website to see what those are. And then in addition to the university application, all applicants are asked to submit the following to the engineering department. So a personal statement explaining the reasons for wanting to pursue a graduate engineering program, and 2 letters of recommendation and a resume. The submission of GRE and GMAT is highly recommended for the MS Engineering Management program, but is not needed for the MS Construction Management program. And then just while we're on this, I'd like to point out that these personal statement, letters of recommendation, and resume are required for engineering programs. They are not required for computer science or business analytics. We also have a popular MBA program. It can be completed in 18 months to 2 years. We have 7 concentrations: analytics for managers, finance, general business, human resources and organizational behavior, marketing management, operations and supply chain management, strategy, and innovation. This requires a 2.5 GPA from the undergrad, as well as a GRE or GMAT score. The requirement for that is an index based on a calculation of the GPA times the GMAT results. We do not have a work experience requirement for our MBA program, but for those that do have 5 or more years of substantive work experience after the undergraduate degree, you would be eligible to apply for a waiver, and a work verification is required. Suitability for the waiver is determined by an interview by the graduate department. I also want to highlight our MA Multimedia Interaction Design. This is a STEM field. It's a unique interdisciplinary program that emphasizes the creative and technical aspects of current and emerging technology and its use in creating, controlling, delivering, and presenting compelling content in an interactive form. They require 3.0 GPA for the last 60 semester undergraduate units, and a portfolio of work reflecting the applicant's talents and abilities in digital and interactive media, along with a resume with evidence of their professional experience in the relevant fields and 2 letters of recommendation. Please see the Multimedia Graduate Program website for more information and the departmental application for this program. We also have this MS in Statistics, which has several options to choose from. Among our international students, data science is the most popular option. It requires a 3.0 GPA with a full year of calculus. And students with the following background will be at an advantage. So people who have an interest or experience in a setting where studies or experiments are conducted for the collection of data, multiple integration and infinite series, matrix algebra, basic statistics and probability, and a knowledge of a computer programming language. A GRE is only required if an applicant is lacking 3 letters of recommendation or has a GPA lower than a 3.0. I also want to highlight this new program, MS Educational Technology. In light of the current COVID situation where so many universities are now offering their programs online, I suspect this is the kind of program that's going to be growing in demand. So this is designed for educators and e-learning developers with a focus on integrating current technologies into educational curricula. Graduates will be active in school districts, offices of education, colleges, the field of instructional design, and high-tech industry. It is a STEM field. It does require an undergraduate degree with a 3.0 GPA. And in addition to the Cal State Apply application, there is a departmental application with a statement of purpose and resume and 2 letters of reference required. So overall, the application checklist for applying to California State University East Bay is applying online at Cal State Apply, which is the sort of the common application for the whole California State University system. There's a non-refundable $70 application fee. Official transcripts must be submitted, although during this COVID situation, we are accepting unofficial transcripts sent electronically to our International Admissions Office. We also do need the official test scores, but again, during this crisis, we are accepting unofficial score reports issued to students, so you could also email those to our International Admissions Office. And once admitted, you would need to submit financial guarantee with health insurance compliance, an I-20 letter of consent, and a copy of your passport in order for an I-20 to be issued. And just a reminder to check with the graduate academic department for any additional requirements for your academic program. So our fall application deadline is approaching very soon. It's May 1st. So it's great that Study Metro has that application week coming up next week to help you with your applications. Please keep in mind that there are a few select programs whose application deadlines have already passed. So biological science, social work, and speech pathology, it's not possible to apply for fall 2020 at this time. You would have to wait for the next admission cycle. But for all of our other programs, you have until May 1st to submit an application. The document deadline is May 15th, and we're requesting transcripts, final transcripts by July 15th. But the CSU system has also announced that because of the COVID situation, we understand many universities are not able to get transcripts out as quickly as they normally would. So we are going to be flexible about those final transcripts. We'll be accepting them through the fall semester whenever they are available. And for those that are looking to study out in the future, we will start accepting spring 2021 applications on August 1st. And then our application for the following fall will open October 1st. Our tuition and fees are very reasonable. The undergraduate tuition is just under $16,500. Graduate tuition is $15,557, and the graduate business programs, including the MBA and the MS Business Analytics, is just over $20,000 for tuition. We do estimate living expenses in the Bay Area at $18,000, which is higher than many other parts of the country, but where we are located in the East Bay of the San Francisco Bay Area is the most affordable region of the San Francisco Bay Area. And obviously these costs can vary from student to student. So if you are wanting to share with several others in a flat, you can bring your costs down. And those living expenses also include books. So with the living expenses and health insurance, the total for your I-20 for a graduate program is going to be under $35,000 and under $40,000 for a graduate business program. These fees, of course, are always subject to change, but the CSU really does make an effort to keep costs to a minimum and not raise tuition as much as possible. We also offer payment plans. So if you want to break down your tuition for each semester into 3 or 4 installments, that is easily done. We also offer a number of scholarships. Typically, the portal opens October 1st of every year and closes January 31st as the priority deadline for awards for the following fall. Although when awards are still open, they will still be available on the portal. So you can check it even now to see if there are any that are still open for which you may be eligible. The only requirement for applying for a scholarship is that you have submitted an application on Cal State Apply. And then once you have that, you will get a net ID, which you can use to log into our scholarships portal. You can search for opportunities by major, academic program, or interests. You'll start out by completing a general application, and then it'll sort of match you to awards that you would be eligible for. Most scholarships range from $300 to $3,000, and you're most likely going to be asked to answer an essay or some other prompts about your eligibility. We have a lot of on-campus activities. There are over 150 clubs, athletic, cultural, religious, and special interest. We also have 15 men's and women's NCAA Division II sports, and a lively student union that's very active for students to hang out with lounges, pool tables, games, cafes, food concessions, etc. Excuse me? I'll keep going. We have a great academic advising and career education office that does include internships and career fairs throughout the year. So you see at the bottom corner here, we have a student meeting with folks from Tesla who are recruiting on our campus. We do have housing available on campus. Pioneer Heights and University Village are 2 major complexes, but most of our students do prefer to live off campus. And we have a breakdown here. This is a sample of one of the nearby apartment complexes. So this shows you what you would need to budget each month for living near our campus. We also have a dining commons that offers 3 meals a day. They have a lot of vegetarian options. We know a lot of our Indian students are interested in that. And they do have a really good variety of food. It's quite tasty. They do curries. They do all sorts of really delicious foods. We also have some other fast food options on campus and food trucks twice a week to add to the variety. And we have a great recreation and wellness center on campus to help you keep fit, including indoor track, cardiovascular equipment, everything you need to keep in shape, as well as on the other side of campus, we have a swimming pool, soccer fields, tennis courts, a baseball field where you could also play cricket if you like, and gymnasium where you could do basketball or volleyball or badminton, anything that you would like, you can do here. Our campus is located in Hayward, so we're near the Hayward BART station and also the Castro Valley BART station. So we do have a shuttle bus that runs from our campus to these stations every 15 minutes. It's actually shut down at the moment while our campus is closed, but there is still an Alameda County transit bus, which operates also it comes right to our campus. And during this COVID situation, those buses are currently free. So it's really easy to get from our campus into downtown San Francisco and beyond. And we just want to highlight our fabulous location in the San Francisco Bay Area. You can see all of these great things when you come to California. So we offer through our American language program, a program called Fun Trips, where once a month students are taken to see various attractions throughout the Bay Area. So this is from a fun trip to Muir Woods, which is just an hour from our campus, a beautiful redwood forest. Also, there's often trips into the city to see some of the attractions there. And the last fun trip that we had before we closed because of the COVID situation was to the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. And also, even though it does not snow in San Francisco, if you want to see snow or to ski, it's only a 3-hour drive to some of the best skiing places in the United States. And just to close up, we do emphasize work in the United States. We know that that's something that our Indian students are very interested in. So on-campus employment is open to you immediately after you start your first term at Cal State East Bay. You can work up to 20 hours per week. We have an online job board called Handshake where you can see open available positions you can apply for. And then after you finished your first year of study, you're eligible to apply for curricular practical training. And then most students will save their optional practical training for after they've completed their degree program. And of course, the STEM OPT option is available for anyone in those STEM fields. We do have job fairs on campus throughout the year. Usually the first week of the semester, there's an on-campus job fair. And then later in October, and then again in the spring, we will have other job and internship fairs hosted by our career office. We do have a video about our career development options at Cal State East Bay, which we hope you will check out.
So this brings us to the end of the webinar. I hope the information that you have gained today is going to be useful for you for making an application to the university. If you still have any question or any query about applying to the university, then you contact one of the Study Metro representative. Thank you so much again for joining this webinar. Have a good one.